There's been a lot of speculation surrounding the incident that occurred in New York City just 1 week ago. Did they get the right guy? As a facial plastic surgeon, I'll compare the suspect's features to that of Luigi Mangione's. Starting with his hair, we only have the eyebrows available for comparison. When it comes to the central area, some people have been bringing up the specific image comparison to show that it's impossible for this to be the same person. But when we take a closer look and we inspect the suspect's image and the width of the eyebrows, we see that they're actually much closer together than what the red brackets would suggest. And the image of him when he was detained shows thicker, fuller eyebrows to an extent, but remember that this is a different angle than that prior image. Now let's take a look at his eyes. The shape of his eyes is more of an almond type shape, and there's a distinct supratarsal crease. The suspect images show this supratarsal crease. One other distinct feature that Luigi has is when you look at his left eye, you can appreciate some degree of upper eyelid ptosis, which means that his left upper eyelid is slightly weaker than the one on his right. That causes the eye to appear slightly more closed than the right side. And while it is somewhat difficult to ascertain that exactly while looking at images of the suspect, when we look closely, we do see that there's slightly more hooding on the left side compared to the right. Now, when it comes to Luigi's nose, he has a fairly narrow bridge and he has a bulbous tip. And his nose is slightly upturned, or we call it more rotated in technical language. Now, looking at images of the suspect, we also see a more narrow bridge, a more bulbous tip, and a slight increased rotation to the nose as well. Now, in analyzing Luigi's lips, I'm noticing that his bottom lip is fuller than his top lip, and he has full upper tooth show when he smiles. And he has a moderate philtral length when he's at rest, but when he smiles, that philtrum gets quite short. And in looking at images of the suspect, I'm seeing similar qualities. The bottom lip is fuller than the top lip. When he smiles, that philtrum gets short and the upper teeth are quite visible. And he has near complete upper tooth show on smile. Now let's look at Luigi's jaw structure. Luigi has a strong chin and strong gonial angles, so he has a fairly prominent lower jaw structure, and his cheekbones are pronounced as well. Now, in looking at images of the suspect, again with the mask down, what I'm noticing is that the chin is still quite prominent and the gonial angles are strong as well, and there's a similar medial cheek bulge on smile compared to Luigi's images. Of course, we don't know yet who exactly unalived Brian Thompson, but from my analysis, it does look like the facial features of the suspect and Luigi are at least somewhat similar.